Yes, a new day on the workbench of Team ReVolt. Mixed racing tires arrived, and this time it is a pin tire. Let's get it open and see how it feels. This is a special day because Mixed Racing make super tires, well, at least one, and then they make a bunch of other tires which don't really work. That's why I'm so excited to have these in my hands. Now, let me see. Are these lugs in a specific way designed? Or is there any directionality? Well, I will get it in more detail. But I don't think it's some X's on here. And then these little ones are more like infinity symbols, but then closed. There is of course barely no side lug. Well, this one is a little bit on the side, but yeah, so really excited for these ones. Now, they don't feel sticky. They smell rubberish, as you might expect. The only other Mixed Racing tire which works really good is the Mixed Racing Crawler tire, Baja Pro X, Nicky Thompson Baja Pro X look-alike. And that really works really well for a fake tire from 20, which you can buy for 20 euros. It works well. Now, I can already say these foams are really hard, and I mean really hard. They are just in here to keep that tire in shape while shipping. I don't think the car will perform with these foams in here. No, they look really nice, but they are really hard. Yeah, there's no compression, these ones. It needs to be 15 pounds, I think. No, this is not going to be the insert. Now, for an insert, you're on the right place. This is like 110, 111, but it's a foam. And then this one says like 39, 110. I'm curious how wide they are on here. 44, yeah. I need to puncture that rubber to see how thick that rubber is when we do one. Can I get somewhere between the lugs? Let me see. I don't want to punch one of these lugs out. That's not so easy to do. Okay, we got them. Do we? Since we are on the inside of the tire, you can also see there's no ribbing and no belting, and I can see the rubber is kind of thick. It feels the same on the outside as on the inside. Now, can I hold it like this and then squeeze it in here? I think there's no air over here. So 1.6. It's 1.6. Yeah. Let me see what I have here. This is going to be too small. How much did I say? 38. 110, 38, which is now this was for a carbon fiber wheel. Let me just see if this one is any good. That might just drop in there. Let me see. Get it in. Real nice open. Well, it is kind of close. Where's the hole? Yeah, it fits right in. It sits really nice also, and the width is also perfect. So I can just start making. Yeah, they are just. That's. I'm gonna make them like this. Don't need to do anything else. You would say they look a little bit white, but then again they don't. This one fills out the corners better than this one. Yeah, I'm gonna check what's exactly in there, but I think we already found an insert. We can make a few like this and see how they do it. I feel this is just what I need. So we will make inserts for those. That will of course take some time, but when they are ready, we will be back and we will be testing these on our team car, of course. So we quit for now, but we'll be back in another second. These off-road tires from Mix Racing, we have tested them with some foams from Duratrax in the front and J-Concepts in the rear. It was not bad, but it was not what we needed. So usual stuff happened. We designed our own inserts. So these go in here now. We already did 3. We'll do number 4. So you can see, just stuck it in there, and it's already completely in its place. Real nice. Put a ring in here, a bead lock ring. Now that is not easy, as we print the inners real tight, and since we do that, these things can't shove around in the tire, because there's a lot of force on these tires. Of course we have a matte gray or a metallic ring, a beadlock ring wheel, because I like these ones. Doesn't really matter, as long as it's silver it's okay. Now, okay, that was not too. As you can see, this Mix Racing tire compound doesn't require any lubricant to keep it to help it mounting. So we don't need bubble juice to mount these. They basically fall together. We will test them on our team car. The team car, for those who follow the channel will know, we are in a search for a click somewhere in the car. I just took all the drive shafts apart, rotated every axle. I can't find anything, so we just put some dry slide on everything and put them back together. Okay, we will mount these tires on the team car and then we will meet outside on the rocks. Let's start with the outside part of this tire test. Mix Racing pin tires. See how they do. Of course, paired with a set of ReVolt inserts. Well, that first part of doubler was really nice. Also trying to listen if there still is that click. No steer input, no steer input. Still is a click, still is a chirp. Okay, doubler was really nice. Aligning for the corkscrew. Let's see if we can take the high line. Yes. Nice descending. Mechanical. And we are free. Let's see how far these push outside. Not too much actually. Pull that rear over. Real nice. Steepy. These are, I'm silent because these are doing just, it's almost effortless. That's great, that's a great performance. Descending. And back up. on the outside. The most aggressive ledges. Doesn't really seem to care. These have monstrous grip. Really great. Into off camber. Reverse corkscrew. And they keep the fronts down. Yes, no problem. Pull up on the steep line. Do they have enough? Yeah, they have enough. Was barely any hesitation. Let's slowly creep into hangman and see how that goes. Yep, nice. Perfect. Since we're here, let's do the face. Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all. Let's do the corkscrew one more time and go into off camber and see if this camera angle makes it clearer how much we are actually off camber. Let's see. Do they have enough? Yeah. We already did this line, but now you can see how off camber this actually is. Pulling the rear over. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, very nice. I already said that. Nice, really good. Then there's plum, the different approaches of plum. First we take the far left side. Just slowly creeping up there. Real great. Into the hardest line. Yeah. Not really a problem. Not really a problem. Great. See if we can do the passenger side approach of plum. I was actually, yeah, I won't say effortless, but it didn't take me much to do this. And now he even goes, I don't know what I'm doing now, not breaking anything. It was a mechanical. And then he pulls straight up. Perfect, perfect. This is where the hard part starts. Trying to get driver rear over that ledge. And then the front is also on a ledge. You got the front over, you got the rear on. And do the fronts now have enough to get over the next obstacle? We are really close in this one. But not close enough. That was a really nice attempt. We can do a bit of a higher line. Let's see if that works. That click is still in the car. I don't know what it is. Well, the high line is not so difficult for this guy. We're gonna see one more time if he can do the normal line, which is stay a little bit lower. Tsunami line. That was a real aggressive approach. Driver, passenger front. Do we have enough? This is a real test for the inserts also. Let's see. Can we move over a little bit to the driver's side? Just a little bit. Let's see. We're not really getting a grip on the white rock, the yellowish rock on the driver's side. Do we now? Can we get the mechanical out of the way? Well, nice wrinkle. And then, do we? I think we're close. Driver rear is in a really bad position, holding us, but no longer. Oh, really nice, really nice. Great effort from both tire and insert. All that's left is wall side, which is a slick side. See how they do over there. Should not really be a problem. Seeing all the rest they did, this should not be a problem. Some aggressive steering, since I'm one-handing this one at the moment. Let's take the easy line. All the way on the wall, without using the wall. Real great, sir. Real great. Find a position for a snapshot, for the thumbnail. Over here. That's a real nice position. So, what can we say? It's incredible that Mixed Racing makes all these different tires. We have the Fusk, which is of course the best of the non-branded for me. And now they bring out the spin tire, which is actually, I have to score this one better or higher than a Tusk. Velma runs pin tires as her day-to-day tire. I might do a comparison test with her Jetco Grabbers. She's running Jetco Grabbers, which is a pin tire, and this is also a pin tire. So I might do a comparison between those two tires. Maybe I even throw in the Injora S4, and whilst we're at it, maybe even the Injora S5 pin tire. And that might be a good one for a video. We will do the test then with Velma as she runs pin tires. And yeah, I think it was a good idea for an episode, just the battle of the pins, something like that. I already have a title. Yeah, but this was about the Mixed Racing pin tire. I think it did really good. It, in my opinion, outperformed some branded tires. And yeah, I have to close this one over here. I hope to see you all on the next one. Bye. Here we are for the outside portion of this tire test. And of course, we will do this on Velma, our girl who runs pin tires as a day-to-day tire, and see how these perform on her. Now, you might have seen her on these tires when she got her makeover, meaning some extra brass on the rear axle to keep her more composed, especially when descending, but that also gives her a better weight distribution overall. Now, we are not using steer input and we're going slow. I have to say, these are doing really, really good. Really, really good. Over the new part of the rocks. Nice. And let's line her up for the corkscrew. We positioned the camera on the other side. I'm still getting used to not filming on my controller. But yeah, also I'm not sure if this gives better images. They will at least not be so shaky. Don't break that servo. Yeah, the brass really helps to keep the rear really nice down. That's about the tires, this one. Let's see how far we push outside. Well, we use every bit we have over here. That's not a problem. Pulling nice, that rear tire really nice over into a steepy. Going so slow, I can go slower. This is a really good tire. It's a really nice tire. Temperature is like 20 degrees here, so not too hot, not too cold. Let's reposition the camera. Yeah, we probably missed a lot of that. Anyway, downhill on the wall side. Perfect. Let's do Lecce. I must say, the car is like 2.9 kilograms. And I think the inserts are really exactly on point. Some mechanical in the rear. Once you break loose, these just keep going. Another ledge. Just a little bit of steer input is enough to keep these going. So up till now, I'm really pleased with these. Some slip. Yep. I don't know how these pin tires exactly work, being the pins so compact. It's into off camber. Let's reposition. Into off camber you go, girl. Turn in on time. Try to grab that rock. Yeah, perfect. They tend to push a bit to the outside, but she has enough. She has enough. And now let's see if we can do the hardest line all the way without falling off. Yeah, perfect. These do really nice. Okay, let's see if we can break loose from those new rocks. I like that new part of the rocks. You need to work a little bit. Nice. Descending is no longer a problem with her. Let's see if we can do hangman. Is this compound a bit sticky? Let's be careful. It is sticky enough. All right. Let's do the face. Lately I need to work for the face, but that is mainly because I'm on a different position with this camera setup. I'm still learning that. It looks really different how I'm driving now. It's the same line, and I can't judge it that well. But well, this was not so hard then after all. Can we do that rock also? Yes. Can we do wall side? Just to see. This is a hard line. It's much steeper than you think. There's mechanical in the rear. Can we free her up? Yeah, just some steer input was enough. We didn't need much more. Let's see if we can do some lines at plumb. Let's do the classic approach first. Going all the way left. Trying to watch how much slip the rear tires have or don't have, and this is a case of don't have. So that's really great performance. The same approach, but now we want to try to stay on the right hand side, meaning go up on the passenger side like this. Grab. Well, I can go slow. Need to work a little bit, fall back, a little bit more wheel speed. Some tires need that, some climbs require that. And now let's see how ugly can we go. We push a little bit outside, but we come back and take the real steep line. Some mechanical, some skid, some chassis. Perfect. The editor will later see how much of that was in the picture. Anyway, let's give her a chance on the tsunami line. Wow, that's just mechanical. We found out there's two lines. There's the low line. We will give her a chance at the low line first. A little bit more wheel speed. Get that rear over. Get that rear over. And now the front. Just not enough. Just not enough. Tsunami, the high line. Let's see if she can do that. That's a different one. Still is a hard one, but we're already bouncing with that rear. Okay, cut back. Yeah, there's more vehicles capable of doing this line. Tsunami line. Let's grab. Okay, bring the passenger front up. Do we have enough? Okay, slowly shuffle back to the driver's side to free up the skid. Can we? We need a little bit more. And then, and now the rear is really bouncing, but yeah, I was not so hard after all. Really nice done. The last line is the slick side. That should not be a problem for these tires. I need to dry slide one of her axles. It's squeaking the whole time. Yeah. Sometimes we have a tiny bit of slip on the front axles, but the rears just keep on pushing. They just keep on pushing, yeah. Let's keep her in the picture. Might even take the camera along and see how this goes. Now I'm one-handed steering, one-handed driving. Let's just go the easy side, which is wall side over here. Okay. We can also go wall side here. Little drop. Get back up. All right, great. Mechanical on the skid probably, but we managed to get through. Can I put this thing back down? We can put it back down. Little mechanical on the rear axle. Big mechanical, but we managed to get through. And I think for this pin test, we can stop over here. It's a nice position to take a picture when we're here. Yeah, another cheap tire from Mix Racing, a pin tire this time, and they perform really well on Velma. For now, I wish you a good day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.